Hello everyone, my name is Elson So, and today the PropNex team is bringing you to a very special place in Singapore. Where are we looking at? Well, if you are a home buyer or if you are an agent looking for a good property to recommend to your client, don't miss this. We are talking about a special private development that is located in the core central district of Singapore, prime District 10, right smack in the middle of a heritage zone, and of course right next to an MRT station. And on top of this, we're talking about a freehold development. Where can you find this? We are actually at Van Holland, and today we would like to introduce a very special guest who is joining us for today's show. He is none other than the CEO of Koh Brothers himself, Mr. Francis Koh.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Francis Koh, the CEO of Koh Brothers Group. I'm here to introduce about my fresh project called Van Holland. So I hope today I can introduce some of the special features and what is the concept, the passion behind it to every one of you.
Okay, right here I have a list of questions. Alright, this list of questions was compiled by our viewers. They are very curious to know because this is such a unique project. In fact, we don't see a second similar project in Singapore like this. So maybe we start off with the very first question, an easy one for you. So basically they want to know, what was the reason behind Koh Brothers' decision to actually bid for the project to en bloc it?
I buy this plot of land, it's next to Holland Village. So Holland Village itself, it has a very strong European legacy. So there are a lot of expatriates come here and also local people to come here. So in the morning, they come here for grocery, shopping, and at the same time, they have a coffee and lunch, and afternoon, they have high tea over here. Then at night, they have dinners and also plus a few drinks with friends, watching football at Walla Walla. And then at the same time, they also can come back to their home to have the tranquility, resting time. The government come out with this 2-envelope land tender system. So the developer come up with this concept that improve further, add in a little bit of commercial, like service apartment, office. So I think over here it's going to be very vibrant, going to be a metropolitan community. So I'm very glad that we have this plot of land next to it.
Yes, indeed. Actually, I'm actually one of the few local people who always visit Holland Village. So if you see me, you can say hi. Yeah. Okay. Actually, next question is also something that most of people are very curious because they seldom see such a condo name in Singapore. So the first is they want to know what is the inspiration behind the name Van Holland, because it sounds very classy. And of course, the second thing is when you are designing this project, what kind of lifestyle do you envision for potential homeowners? Yeah.
The project name is called Van Holland. So Van is a place of origin. So we use this Van Holland that we are going towards this European legacy concept. So a lot of finishes are from Europe, especially from Italy. So, and the motto for this Van Holland is live where you love. Yeah. So you love here, you live here.
Okay, so talking about legacy, I mean, just now you mentioned about European legacy and all that. In Singapore, legacy planning is also one of the very interesting aspects that most homeowners look to. And of course, you know, Van Holland itself is such a unique development. When you were planning for this project, did you incorporate any legacy planning? I mean, it's a freehold project after all, right? Yeah.
Yes. Because this piece of land is freehold. So we are talking about freehold is that you can own forever. So Singaporeans, as myself, I'll think very long and very far. So I'll think that this freehold, this is a property, it's just that you own it and you can pass it to next generation.
Okay, Mr. Francis, let's dive right into the development itself. I mean, I visited the show flat, I've seen the videos. I am very impressed by the provisions and the fittings. I would say that you are probably the only developer in Singapore that actually so meticulous and so generous in a sense. So why go through such great lengths to do this?
I think as a developer, I always feel that we must provide the best at that point of time to our buyers. So since 15 years ago, I visit conducted a lot of this exhibition in Italy. So one of them, I come across this sanitary ware. It's called Frattini range of sanitary ware. They are very good in their design. At the same time, they cooperate with this Swarovski crystal. So they come out with this sanitary ware incorporated with Swarovski crystal. So I like it very much, and it's very durable, it's very nice, it's very classic. So I like to use this one for this project to introduce to all my buyers.
Yes, indeed. I think it's the first time I see a Swarovski crystal that is incorporated into a tap itself, right? It's very, very nice. I think no words can describe. You all should come and see it yourself. And of course, the main attraction to me is still the flooring, because when I enter the show flat, the first thing that wows me and amazes me is the superb design of the marble, and it's very unique itself. I believe it's called the PropNex marble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think maybe you can share with our viewers, where the marble is from, and why would you want to do a PropNex concept in your development?
PropNex is that the marbles, all the grains have to follow to every piece of it. So all the grains are followed. So it's like art piece, and every unit is unique because every panel, every slabs have different type of grains. So when through these exhibitions that I attend, I know this quarry owner called Mr. Palo. And this Palo owned a quarry at Mount Altissimo. So in this Altissimo, the marbles are very unique. Their background is white color, and there's gray grains. And the grains follow through, and so this line, the grains will follow to every piece of marble, which form a very good art piece. And every piece are different. So even we went to the quarry, on top and slightly lower, the grains and even the color slightly change. So that means that every unit, their marbles are unique by itself. So it's an art piece.
Oh, so you mean if I have a neighbor right beside me, when I go to his house, the floor will be different from mine?
Yes,
Wow,
exactly. It's
okay.
totally different.
So I like the idea of art piece, because when you talk about art, I think the most important thing, the value of art actually comes from exclusivity. In fact, I think that word sits very well in Van Holland, because we only have 69 units here,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So it's like an art, the lesser the supply, the better, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So only 69 unique buyers from the entire world can own these art pieces, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I went there. I have chosen all the blocks for all these 69 units. So we will test. Normally, for the whole blocks, we have to spray water to see the grains. So when the grains is nice, then I'll choose the block. If the grains is not nice, I will not choose. So I've chosen 6 blocks and sign with my signature.
Oh yeah, I saw in the video. There's a signature of your Koh Brothers there. Yeah, so it's very unique. It's a natural occurring element, right, in the marble itself. So in a sense, once you finish, the entire quarry is gone, right? It's seated in your house. It's yours to keep and freehold, so you can keep it for generations and generations to come. We are at Europe just now, so now back to Singapore, at Van Holland itself. I think the viewers are very curious to ask you, maybe you can name 1 or 2 things that you are the most proud to showcase in this project itself.
This project is freehold, and so we talk about legacy. So legacy, we have talk about generations. So a different generation, older generation and younger generation, they will use different kind of mode of transport. So we provide them with the mode of transport with different type of transport. You can drive a car, or you also can use MRT trains. So over here, we have a sheltered bridge connect to the pedestrian bridge, and we went through a very long kind of application to the authority for approval to let us link to this pedestrian bridge, and so that you can connect to the MRT station. At the same time, this bridge also can bring you to the Holland Village.
Yes, indeed. I think the link bridge is also something that most of the homeowners will enjoy using. On top of that, do you have another thing that you want to share with our viewers there that you feel that you are very proud to showcase?
Oh yes, this project has 2 infinity pool, which is very rare. One is at the 2nd floor, one is at the rooftop. The rooftop, the pool is connected to this clubhouse. So at the same time, we get a poolside party and have a function together. And this pool at the rooftop is overlooking at Holland Village. So the scenery is very nice. Well, the 2nd floor is another swimming pool that provide another alternative swimming pool for the residents.
Okay, the next question is for the agents. Because many of them on the ground are actually very curious. Is there a hidden, unique selling point that they may not know about that maybe you want to share with them?
As a responsible developer, we always think that we always want to improve. And through construction, we not just design and then just build. Through the construction, at the same time, we feel that there's something that we can improve and add on, we will add on. And through this, recently there's a COVID-19 situations. So a lot of people are work from home. So the Zoom meeting is become very, very important. And data point become also very, very important. So now we provide additional data point. That means altogether we have 2 data point per room for all our residents. And the clubhouse, we can convert into a boardroom. Yeah. And our clubhouse is very big. It's 1,000 square feet.
Oh.
Yes. And to be frank, we sacrifice 1 unit just to have a bigger clubhouse for our residents, because we think that this is a permanent feature that our residents can enjoy for their lifetime and for their legacy, like just how we have said. So I think it's very important. And this clubhouse can convert into 2 boardrooms. Yeah, so that everybody can hold your board meeting over there, bigger meeting over there, with all the Zoom, with all the camera inside this boardroom.
So just now you mentioned the swimming pool, so after meeting I can go for a swim.
Oh, yes.
So Mr. Francis, extra data point, does it mean got extra charge?
Oh, of course not. Because when during the constructions, we just lay an additional cable line. So it's to us the cost is minimum, so we don't charge extra.
So in a sense, I mean, home buyers in future will be treated to additional free gift, right? As and when, if you feel necessary, that will improve the quality of life that they stay here.
Yes. At the same time, now we are talking about this data point. When they develop further, so sometimes we may add further some additional feature into our development. So I think that this development is that we progress, at the same time we improve. That's what we are trying to do. Yeah. So it's like you'll be better than expected. So we are managing the expectation of the buyer.
Okay, so we are now at the last question, and the last question is actually reserved for the home viewers out there, because they all are very curious to know, and they want me to ask you, because you are the developer and of course the expert in the property, what is your potential forecast of Holland Village itself in general?
Okay, talking about expert in property, I think every homeowner, they will think that they are expert in property. So I will not claim myself as an expert in properties. But what I think is that this location is very near to One North Business Center, CBD and Orchard Road. So this location itself is very good. And at the same time, within here, there's a service apartment, offices, retails, and all the infrastructures. As you know, price go higher according to the improvement in the amenities. So I think with this improvement, I think the potential is very, very great.
That was a very, very insightful interview session that we have with Mr. Francis Koh. I think all of our viewers who have benefited in one way or another. Our property knowledge has actually increased by multi-folds. And talking about homeowner, if you are interested to take a look at Van Holland, or you want to inquire more on this product, don't forget to contact any of our PropNex salespeople. They will be able to assist you. And with that, thank you, Mr. Francis Koh, for joining us for today's interview.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here today. And thanks everyone for spending your time with us. Thank you.
We will see you very soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.